I'm Dr. Finley Catrone, Associate Professor in the William F. Harrah College of Hospitality at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Are you thinking about a career in hospitality and tourism leadership? We've created a series of introductory video lectures to help you explore career opportunities. If you're watching this video, you probably already know that global travel and tourism amounted to $11.1 trillion in 2024. The industry is expected to support approximately 348 million jobs globally this year. In the hospitality industry, we create great experiences for people, whether in hotels, restaurants, event planning, integrated resorts, or other tourism-related entities. When we think about careers in hospitality, though, most of us think of customer service roles in hotels and restaurants, which is true. But career opportunities are so much broader than that. What are you interested in? What is your ideal profession? Because we have careers in that. Hospitality is a business, of course, but it is also an art and a science. From hotel management and food and beverage leadership to meetings and events management and luxury experiences, hospitality is a dynamic field with opportunities worldwide, offering an endless list of managerial and leadership roles. Do you hope to become a director of finance or revenue, or maybe director of marketing, or a vice president of hotel operations? Maybe you're interested in casino operations or golf. Hospitality careers are varied and exciting. If you enjoy working with people, problem solving, and a fast-paced environment, hospitality could be the perfect career path for you. And there is no better place to study than the entertainment and tourism capital of the world. We have undergraduate and graduate programs both on campus and online. The Harrah College of Hospitality, the #1 hospitality program in the U.S. and top 3 in the world, is the ideal stepping stone to building your career. Welcome to an overview of the hotel industry. My name is Bobbie Barnes, and I'm a faculty member within the College of Hospitality at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. There is no better place to learn than UNLV, just blocks away from the greatest hospitality laboratory in the world, the Las Vegas Strip. With over 156,000 rooms, Las Vegas has more hotel rooms than any other city in the world. In fact, 5 of the top 10 largest hotels can be found in the City of Lights, known for integrated resorts and entertainment. As we begin our overview of the hotel industry, let's get started with a historical perspective. Through the ages, hospitality has been a central theme, beginning with the Phaeacians in Homer's The Odyssey, composed around 700 BCE. Here we see the reverence for hospitality. The evolution of hotels stretches back centuries, and while the business has changed dramatically, what hasn't is the generosity and courtesy shown to those far from home, expressed as the guest-friend relationship known as xenia. Today's hotel operators stand on the shoulders of giants, including 5 individuals who are widely considered the founders of the modern hotel. The Swiss hotelier César Ritz, who among his several properties founded the Hotel Ritz in Paris, Ellsworth Statler of Statler Hotels, Conrad Hilton of Hilton Worldwide, John Willard Marriott of Marriott International, now the largest hotel group in the world, and Kemmons Wilson of the Holiday Inn chain. While these founders of modern hotels incorporated different hospitality philosophies and business development practices, they shared a common foundation of consistently providing quality guest experiences throughout their brands. As you continue to explore hotels, you will notice the pineapple appearing as a sort of industry logo, as it has universally become the symbol of welcome, friendship, and hospitality. Hotels fall under the broader category of lodging, providing short-term guest accommodations and related services. Often classified by location, features, and benefits, there are over 50 different types of lodging accommodations. Main types include hotels with a range of services depending on the segment, to include luxury, mid-scale, business, or economy. Luxury hotels incorporate the ultimate of guest amenities, often including butler and exclusive concierge services. Mid-scale business and economy can have a mix of amenities from full service to select service, including fitness center, spa and salon, business services, restaurant, and pool. Resorts also have a wide range of services, depending on the segment, but are more all-encompassing, providing entertainment, multiple dining options, and recreational activities. Motels and inns have more basic amenities, with motels often near major highways and inns more likely to be in suburban and rural areas. A bed and breakfast often has an owner that lives on premise, providing a personal experience including a home-cooked breakfast. Lodges are typically in remote areas and focus on outdoor activities. Timeshare, vacation, or fractional ownership is a form of real estate where multiple parties own and have rights to the property and amenities during defined periods of time. It is often a point-based system, providing the flexible use of accommodations at multiple locations. Airbnb is an example of a lodging company that operates on a sharing economy model and peer-to-peer marketplace. In recent years, companies like Airbnb have been a disruptor in the hotel industry, providing a site for individuals to sell private accommodations on a monthly, weekly, or daily basis. Finally, the integrated resort is what Las Vegas is known for, but properties can be found throughout the world. Not only does this type of resort provide a full range of gaming options, but also the destination resort experience, including world-class entertainment, multiple restaurant options, pool, spa, and salon services. For a great example of an integrated resort, let's take a look at Bellagio Las Vegas, an MGM Resorts international property. Bellagio has 3,933 rooms, including single rooms, double rooms, and suites. The resort includes a world-class spa, salon, and fitness center. Over 30 different dining concepts representing cuisines from across the globe to include quick service and fine dining options. The gorgeous Bellagio pool, providing both standard lounge chair seating as well as day beds and cabanas. Premier gaming options to include table games, slots, poker, and race and sports. Numerous bars spread throughout the resort, including The Vault, a secret bar located behind the live gaming tables, and entertainment options to include the Bellagio Conservatory and Botanical Garden. As the seasons change, this 14,000 square foot garden transforms with the sights, sounds, scents, and colors of spring, summer, fall, and winter, along with a special display for the Lunar New Year. And the entertainment production O by Cirque du Soleil, combining acrobatics and water acts in a state-of-the-art 1,800-seat theater with a 1.5 million gallon pool. And that is just to name a few of the amenities that can be found at this integrated resort. Let's now provide examples of major hotel brands. There are over 1,000 hotel brands globally, including the well-known companies shown here. When a hotel belongs to a chain, it is affiliated with a specific brand. For a hotel like Four Seasons, it is one brand with over 100 properties around the world, synonymous with a high level of luxury and service. Marriott International, with over 5,700 properties located in 100 countries, is a great example of a chain with multiple brands from luxury to select service. With its 30-plus brands, a few represented here, it has a collection that speaks to any type of guest. It is important to note that not all hotels are part of a chain. Globally, around 70% of hotel rooms are currently part of chain hotels, meaning roughly 30% belong to independent hotels. This percentage varies significantly by part of the world. For example, Italy has a high percentage of independent properties versus the United States that has a high percentage of chain hotels. Let's now take an inside view of a typical hotel, beginning with departments. The number of hotel departments vary depending on the size and complexity of the property. Typical departments within the hotel division consist of guest services, which include bell, valet, transportation, front desk, night audit, concierge, and reservations. Housekeeping, which includes the cleaning of hotel rooms and public areas within the property. And recreation and resort services, including guest activities, spa and salon services,
pool and recreational services, along with support departments to include sales and marketing, engineering and maintenance, and administrative. As you can see, hotels are labor-intensive, providing many opportunities for unlimited growth. What is the secret to a successful hotel? Service, service, service. Great hotels are deeply rooted in the service profit chain, in which profit and growth are stimulated by customer loyalty. As such, hotels have a continuous drive for improvement, increasing market share through enhancing guest experiences. With employees integral to service, hotels are focused on attracting and developing the best positioned candidates so they can introduce and facilitate market-leading hospitality experiences. This slide provides an example of hotel division priorities within a corporate or enterprise resort organization. There is a consistent focus on building bench strength across all employee ranks, leveraging technology to digitize the guest experience, creating right-on-the-spot technology that can be accessed from a guest's phone, enhancing health and safety procedures throughout properties, incorporating sustainability practices, including energy-efficient lighting, water conservation through low-flow fixtures, recycling programs, and sustainable sources, optimizing business through enterprise sourcing on products and corporate shared services, and elevating the guest experience, like creating a suite and entertainment package to create loyalty from a high-end perspective. Entertainment like concerts and major sporting events can significantly boost hotel revenue. When large events take place, they attract visitors who need accommodations, and this influx leads to increased bookings and higher room rates. Hotels often capitalize on this by offering special packages or amenities tailored to eventgoers, such as room with shuttle services to venues or pre-event dining options. A great example of this is Formula One, which takes place over the Las Vegas Strip each November, where the cars race under the Las Vegas lights, passing by some of the most iconic properties in the world. By booking with MGM Resorts International, guests can experience the thrill of Formula One from exclusive hospitality decks at many of their Las Vegas properties, with unrivaled views, curated menus by top chefs, race simulators, and luxurious hotel accommodations. In the highly competitive world of hotels, entertainment packages like these are game changers. Think of it this way: if a property is not in a continuous development and improvement mode, competitors will pass them by. Business acumen begins with people. As John Willard Marriott said, if you take care of your employees, they will take care of your customers, and your business will take care of itself. It is also important that we maintain assets through property refreshes and remodels. Typically, hotels refresh interiors every 3 to 5 years with new furniture, bedspreads, and rugs. Every 10 to 15 years, significant remodels occur. A major renovation involves larger changes to the hotel's infrastructure, such as reconfiguring guest rooms, updating plumbing and electrical systems, or redesigning common areas to include updating the decor to match current design trends and guest expectations. Finally, hotel leaders are forward-thinking, looking at new opportunities and markets, always asking, how can we grow the business? Let's return to the important concept of service within a hotel. From my personal experience working in an integrated resort, hospitality is an incredible industry to work in, as we are facilitating experiences for guests, creating memories that will last a lifetime. How many other businesses can say that? Remember that we are most often selling service products versus physical products, and these service products differ from physical products in its composition, production process, delivery, and consumption. As a result, service requires different approaches from those traditionally used for products. The 4 distinctive features or characteristics of service are referred to as IHIP: intangibility, heterogeneity, inseparability, and perishability. Intangibility reflects service as a performance, as opposed to an object. Service cannot be seen, felt, tasted, or touched as goods can be. Although the effects of service might be felt for some time, the service itself essentially goes out of existence at the very moment that is being rendered. For example, after spending $2,000 for a week stay at a hotel, only memories are taken with you, versus spending the same dollar amount on a product, like a laptop computer, that you will have in your possession for several years. That is why hotel professionals are so passionate about creating exceptional and memorable experiences for their guests. The next feature of service is heterogeneity, which is the perceived differences of service received during the multiple encounters a guest has at a hotel. Due to heterogeneity, what the hotel has promised to deliver may be quite different from what is actually received by the customer. An example I have for heterogeneity is when I worked at a large integrated resort here in Las Vegas, and we hired a hospitality evaluation service, referred to as a mystery shop company, to come in and evaluate our service. One of the evaluators described the dining experiences as a roller coaster, where impressions of any of the restaurant outlets in the resort depended on the server they drew. When the evaluators had bad service, they could see other guests having better service. Why does this happen? It occurs because of the human aspect of hospitality that Ellsworth Statler, founder of Statler Hotels, provided perspective on in the early 1900s. Although standards had been formalized down to every detail, the work was completed by human beings who were subject to fatigue, boredom, frustration, jealousy, and handover. Leaders within the hotel industry mitigate this through training and development, coaching, and a culture that supports employees in providing exceptional guest experiences. The third feature of service is inseparability, characterized by simultaneous production and consumption. Typically, physical goods are first produced, then sold, and then consumed. In contrast, a typical service is first sold and then produced and consumed simultaneously. Inseparability and marketing are intertwined, as the service provider is often selling the service at the same time as it's being produced and consumed. So in the case of service, the emphasis shifts from ensuring the right place and the right time to ensuring that service is produced and delivered in the right way. If you have marketing education or experience, a position within a hotel will provide you with ample opportunity to practice your selling skills. Check out this gaming perspective related to inseparability. Bellagio is arguably the most expansive and beautiful integrated resort property in Las Vegas. Yet the focus of many guests is on the interactions with employees, known in service literature as the moment of truth. As Jay Cadampoli and David Solnett wrote in their book, Service Management Principles for Hospitality and Tourism, the most perfectly designed and engineered service delivery system will fail if the customer's needs are not fulfilled during the moment of truth period. From this example, you can see the critical role that employees have in creating experiences and what makes this industry so fantastic to work in, as you can truly make a difference through your daily interactions with guests. Our last feature of service is perishability. Simply put, a service cannot be stored and sold later, like physical goods can be. 100% occupancy is always the goal, as you can never recoup revenue from an unoccupied room. This is where revenue management comes into play, with the primary goal of maximizing hotel profitability by forecasting demand to make room rate, inventory allocation, and distribution channel decisions. A term you will often hear in hospitality is fallout, which is essentially the number of no-shows a hotel can expect. For example, a large convention group travels to Las Vegas and books 3,000 rooms for 4 nights across several MGM Resorts International properties, equating to a total of 12,000 room nights. Hotel executives know that there's a percentage of people that are not going to show, say 10%, and that is factored in, essentially overselling its rooms to ensure maximum occupancy. This does come with a risk of having to relocate or walk guests to another property, often compensating the guest when the property they booked at is oversold. Many segments within the hospitality industry do this. The one you most likely have seen or experienced is with airlines asking travelers to switch flights with compensation because of overbookings. These type of decisions are completed at the property level and enterprise level if the property is part of a larger hotel company. It is important to note that in resorts and full-service hotels, the revenue manager is not only looking at hotel revenue. Often ancillary revenue from areas such as restaurant, convention and meeting space, transportation, parking, spa and salon, just to name a few, will be taken into consideration when making decisions. This is a great place to segue to the financial side of hotels, beginning with market segments. A hotel is a dynamic and multifaceted business with a large portion of revenue coming from managing the room inventory. Hotel budgets are typically completed 1 year in advance. Every month, the budget is reforecasted 90 to 120 days out to account for unexpected occurrences. Market segmentation is the process of grouping hotel guests into categories based on their booking patterns and travel habits. Percentages of each market segment range depending on the property. Convention can be argued as one of the most important market segments because it helps a hotel property layer in a base as groups book a year or more out, which helps with yield management. Convention groups also typically increase occupancy during slower weekday periods. Transient is guests that directly book with the property versus leisure groups that book through an OTA, online travel agency, or third party. Of course, in locations with gaming, casino is a huge aspect as it drives a lot of revenue in other areas beyond rooms. 3 common financial acronyms in the hotel business are ADR, RevPAR, and RevPOR. ADR is average daily rate based on all rooms booked. It is calculated by totaling the room's revenue and dividing it by the number of rooms sold. RevPAR is revenue per available room. It is often defined as the magical blend of rate and occupancy, and is most often the number used by investors. It is calculated by dividing room revenue by the number of rooms available. RevPOR looks at room revenue and the hotel's ancillary revenue streams from property areas such as resort fees, food and beverage, spa, and entertainment, garnering a bigger picture. It is calculated by dividing a property's total revenue by the total number of available rooms. Often, properties can justify a lower ADR when ancillary revenue is being factored in through RevPOR. For a hotel property, the most important financial document is typically considered the profit and loss statement, as it provides a clear picture of the hotel's revenue and expenses, allowing for direct analysis of its profitability over a specific period of time. Key areas including revenue, showing operational performance to include details on the income generated from rooms, food and beverage sales, and other services, while also listing all associated operating expenses, allowing management to assess how efficiently the hotel is running. A crucial figure on the profit and loss statement is the operating income, representing the profit earned from core hotel operations before considering interest and taxes, giving a strong indication of management effectiveness. This statement is critical in decision-making, as it allows hotel leaders to pinpoint exactly where improvements and efficiencies can be made. Let's look at one of the primary expenses. Cost per room is an expense that is carefully monitored within hotels. The expense ranges based on factors including brand type, location, service standard, and amenities. Let's examine cost per room on the Las Vegas Strip, which typically sits between $50 and $70. From this chart, you see that most of the cost is housekeeping labor, making up about 48%. Another 20% is non-housekeeping labor, including staff for front desk, bell services, and concierge. The remainder of the costs are for linen, laundry, room amenities like toiletries, and cleaning supplies. Because payroll is the highest cost in hotels, there is a focus on labor with staffing formulas and performance standards used, as you can see from this slide focused on housekeeping. take a moment to view the standards and metrics for all roles within the housekeeping department. Let's now take a look at the front desk, where there are metrics of check-in and out times. Having metrics and standards ensures labor productivity, guest satisfaction, and consistency among brands. Often hotel scheduling, like in this example at the front desk, is broken out every hour to ensure labor maximization and excellent guest service. At UNLV, we focus on the art, business, and science of hospitality. Let's provide examples of each from the hotel perspective. An example of the art of hotel hospitality is the guest experience, crafting memories through personalized service, ambiance, and attention to detail. Examples of the business of hotels include previously addressed concepts like revenue management and operational efficiencies that optimize profitability. And finally, an example of the science of hotels is data analytics, used to understand customer preferences, forecast demand, and optimize pricing. Other examples include sustainability practices, such as energy-efficient systems, water conservation measures, and sustainable sourcing, along with technology integration, such as property management systems and smart room controls. Combining these three aspects of the art, business, and science of hospitality creates spaces that welcome and serve guests, while aiming for profitability and sustainability. I hope that what you have heard in this presentation so far has garnered increased interest for you to pursue a career in hotels. Many hotels offer competitive benefits, including health insurance, retirement plans, and discounts on stays and dining. These perks can enhance your overall quality of life. Hospitality is one of the largest and fastest growing industries in the world, with a forecasted need for thousands of supervisors and managers. Working in a hotel equips you with valuable skills such as customer service, problem solving, and communication. You are often interacting with guests from around the world, which enhances your cultural understanding. These skills are transferable to many other careers, making you a more competitive candidate in the job market. In addition, hotels are filled with people from all walks of life. You'll meet guests and professionals from various industries, creating valuable connections that can help your career. This is a short list of typical roles within a hotel. As you can see, a hotel offers a wide range of employment opportunities. This diversity means you can explore different areas and find your passion. Keep in mind that the hospitality profession is an intensely human enterprise that is built upon an orientation of service to others. Those who wish to be successful in this exciting career field must possess an essential blend of knowledge, skills, and dispositions that underpin this fascinating profession. The curriculum and extracurricular activities offered by accredited degree programs like the UNLV College of Hospitality are carefully designed to engage and inspire students to acquire the essential attributes necessary to be prepared for lifelong career advancement and satisfaction. This education, combined with work experience and exceptional interpersonal skills, are the pillars for success in this industry. You might be wondering, what does a typical day at a hotel look like? With so much going on in hotel operations to make sure guests are having a great experience, no 2 days are alike. There's a unique satisfaction in providing excellent service and ensuring guests have a memorable experience. Knowing you've made someone's stay special can be incredibly fulfilling. That is what makes this industry so exciting. So, where do you begin? A passion for service is a great start, as working in a hotel is more than just a job. It is work that is deeply personal, empathetic, and innately rewarding. Thank you for joining me on this brief overview of the hotel industry. I hope to see you in a class at UNLV or in one of the great hotels around the world.